You don't lose because you play badly. You lose because you can't see what your opponent sees. Now you will. Fork. One piece attacks two at once. Both can't be saved. The knight forks best. It checks the king and hits the rook at the same time. The king steps away. The rook is yours. Everything forks. Pawns, bishops, the queen, even the king. Pin. A piece is stuck. If it moves, it gives up something more valuable behind it. If the king is behind it, moving is illegal. Look, a knight sits in front of its own king, and your rook stares down the file at it. The knight is pinned. It can't move. You take it with a pawn, and nothing can defend it. Skewer. The pin in reverse. The valuable piece is in front and forced to move, exposing what's behind it. You check the king along a line. It has to move, and behind it stood the queen. The king steps aside. The queen is yours. In the endgame, it's deadly. Discovered attack. You move one piece, and from behind it, another one strikes. Scariest when it uncovers a check. Your opponent has to save his king. The bishop moves off with a capture. The unmasked rook gives check, and you're a piece up. Double check. Two checks at once. You can't block them. One attacker you can capture or block. Two, you can't. The king has one option, run. And since it's forced to move, you march it where you want, often straight into mate. Deflection. A piece is guarding something. You force it to abandon its post. Picture a guard at a door. While he's standing there, you can't get in. So you throw a stone the other way. He runs off, and the door is wide open. The king is guarding a queen? Check it with the bishop. The king has to move, the guard is gone, and the queen is yours. A defender that's distracted even for one move stops being a defender. Decoy. The opposite idea. Instead of chasing a piece away, you lure it in, to where it dies. Like bait in a trap. Your opponent thinks he's grabbing a gift, but he steps onto the exact square you set for him. Usually it's the king you lure. You sacrifice a piece so the king is forced to take it, and it lands on the very square where it gets caught. By mate or by a fork. A gift he can't refuse, and one that drops the king right onto a fork. Overloading. One of your opponent's pieces is doing too much work. Give it one more job, and it breaks. It's like one person trying to hold three doors at once. Push on a fourth, and he can't hold any of them. Look, a pawn is defending both the bishop and the knight. It's overloaded. You take the knight, the pawn has to recapture, and at that moment, the bishop is left hanging. You take it for free. An overloaded piece guards everything, which means it really guards nothing. Battery. Line up your queen and your rook one behind the other on the same file, and you've built a battery. Their power is that they strike the same point in turn, and almost nothing survives that kind of ram. Look, the queen and the rook are aimed at the back rank, where the king is hiding. The queen crashes in first, right into capture, a sacrifice. Your opponent's rook has to take it or it's mate at once. It takes, and that very instant your own rook, the one waiting behind, slides onto the square. Mate. The king suffocates behind its own wall of pawns, broken open by two heavy pieces stacked in a line. In-between move. In German, Zwischenzug. Your opponent expects that after a trade, you'll simply recapture the piece. Instead, you slip in a move of your own, one with a threat he can't ignore. Look, white has just grabbed a knight, expecting black to recapture right away. But black is in no hurry. First, a knight jumps into the center, hitting a white piece. White has to react. And only now does black recapture, winning the piece back, with a better position on top. One move out of turn, and his whole calculation falls apart. Windmill. One of the most destructive ideas in the history of chess, and you're about to watch it tear apart a world champion. Moscow, 1925. White is a young, almost unknown Carlos Torre. Black is Emanuel Lasker, a former world champion, a man who held the crown for 27 years. The windmill is a spinning blade. The rook gives check, steps back, and grabs a piece. Check again, grab again, round after round until the board is bare. It's two ideas fused together, a discovered check and repeated captures. Torre sacrifices his queen, yes, the queen, just to start the machine. Then his bishop gives a discovered check. The rook swings back and forth, and it mows down the black pieces one by one. When the blade finally stops, half of Lasker's army is gone. The world champion walked into the windmill and could do nothing. Greek gift. This sacrifice has a name and conditions it needs to work. You hand your opponent a gift. You give up your bishop right on the pawn next to his king. It looks like a blunder. It's really a door pried open into his fortress. The bishop takes the pawn with check. And here's the best part. The king can't even take it back. The square is covered. So the king hides in the corner. But that doesn't save him. The bishop springs back with a discovered check, the knight leaps into the attack, and the fortress cracks. The king scrambles along the back rank, and the rook delivers mate. One gift, and there's nothing left of him. Sacrifice. Sometimes you give up your strongest piece on purpose to get something worth more than a queen. Mate. Paris, 1858. Paul Morphy is playing in an opera box against two opponents at once, a duke and a count. The show is going on, and in 17 moves he sets up one of the most famous mating combinations in history. All his pieces already stare at the enemy king. One lone knight is in the way. It guards the square Morphy's rook is aiming for, so Morphy gives up his queen. He places it where it can be captured, with check. Black has to take it with the knight. But the moment the knight takes the queen, it leaves the square it was guarding, and the rook drops onto the back rank. Mate. A whole queen for one precise rook move. That's what a sacrifice worth more than a queen looks like. Back rank weakness. The king tucked itself behind its own pawns and walled itself in. If a rook crashes onto the back rank, the king has nowhere to go. That's mate. One problem. Your opponent has a defender, a queen, holding that rank. So you have to remove it. Look. White chases the black queen with sacrifices, offering its own queen again and again. The black queen has to keep capturing and coming back. Step away even once, and the rook mates on the 8th. Sooner or later, the defense breaks. The opponent resigns before mate. A whole queen. Just bait to drag the last guard away from the door. Perpetual check. Sometimes the best result from a lost position is a draw. And here's how to force one. You're squeezed, you're down material, defeat is close. But if you can give check after check without ever stopping, and the king can't hide, the game ends in a draw. Your opponent is up material, and he can't do a thing about it. Look, your queen chases the king with check. He goes there, you follow, he comes back, you follow again. The king is trapped against its own edge with nowhere to hide, and the checks never end. The same position repeats over and over. A draw. Your opponent was up a whole rook and still couldn't win. You can't win, so don't let yourself lose. Smothered mate. The most beautiful checkmate in chess, and it's delivered by the trickiest piece of all, the knight. The king sits in the corner, surrounded by its own pieces. They're supposed to protect it, but now they become the wall that kills it. Look, the knight storms in and jumps next to the king with a double check. There's no blocking that. The king is forced into the corner, and it has nowhere to go. Its own pieces are all around it. And now, the move it was all for, you give up your queen, right where it can be taken. The rook has to capture it, and by capturing, it seals off the last square next to the king. The king is locked in solid by its own army. The knight jumps and delivers mate. You gave up your queen and your knight, and the mate was delivered by a single minor piece. That's how it's done. And when you combine tactics with mate, that's where the real magic begins.